Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are known for their playful banter and strong on-screen chemistry, and they didn't disappoint when they recently tackled the topic of Mark's ideal death row meal on Live. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the hilarious exchange that had everyone talking, Kelly's perfect comeback, and how these two continue to keep their audience entertained with their quick wit and genuine connection. Let's dive in. For Mark Consuelos, the possibilities for a last meal are endless. Or if you ask Kelly Ripa, constantly changing. The Live with Kelly and Mark co-host duo discussed how pasta is scientifically linked to increasing happiness on Friday's previously recorded episode, which they both agreed with, while Ripa highlighted that some of their favorite meals together have involved pasta. Consuelos delved into his ideal last meal, which Ripa insisted is constantly changing. "Our kids always ask us this," Ripa explained. "They're like, 'What's your death row meal?' And I'm like, 'Why are we on death row?' I'm like, 'Why do you put us on death row?'" Nonetheless, Consuelos took a moment to detail his perfect last meal. "Rigatoni, al dente, almost undercooked, but just on the verge of not undercooked," he shared, which Ripa deemed Italian al dente. Consuelos continued, "The large gauge rigatoni, not the little baby ones. I like the large gauge, right? And then when you take it out of the water and strain it, I want a little bit of butter in there. Just mix it with butter, let the butter melt all over it. Then you put it back in there, and you put some rigatoni bolognese on top of that rigatoni, and then you shave some Parmesan cheese over that, and then I am happy," he said. "And then when some of the bolognese meat gets inside the noodle, love that. That's my death row meal." After the studio audience issued Consuelos a round of applause, Ripa chimed in, revealing the origins of this recipe. "So are you assuming that your mother is the chef at Alcatraz?" she quipped. While Consuelos teased, "That's correct," Ripa added, "I mean, wherever there's a death row prison, your mom is in there making you." Consuelos highlighted that pasta makes happy, to which Ripa replied, "Yeah, but I know it's your mother's rigatoni. The way she makes it," she added with a chuckle, "and the way she grates the cheese very fine." However, Ripa disagreed with Consuelos about the rigatoni, expressing her preference for a long pasta noodle. "Give me a spaghetti, give me a fettuccine," she shared. Kelly Ripa reveals what happened after meeting her smokin' hot hubby. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. Admitting that the whole thing feels surreal, Kelly Ripa proved why she was named a Disney legend during her acceptance speech at the company's annual D23 event. The honor was bestowed upon Ripa as part of the massive event, named after the year Disney was founded, 1923, held in Anaheim, California, home to Disneyland. "I owe everything to Disney," she acknowledged. "Not only my career, but my entire immediate family. I met my smokin' hot husband, actor and talk show host Mark Consuelos, on the set of All My Children 30 years ago." Fans of the much-missed soap will recall that Ripa played Haley opposite Consuelos Mateo. As the characters fell in love and became one of the show's top super couples, their portrayers experienced the same things in real life. From there, she continued, "We made our own 3 children right backstage in the Disney labs." As the audience laughed, she went on to exclaim, I'm kidding. We made them in our dressing rooms." "I'm kidding again," she shared, adding that HR has asked me to remind everyone of their strict no hidden Mickeys policy. Given that she was speaking to an auditorium packed with Disney superfans, they definitely appreciated the risque reference. For those not full steeped in Disney speak, a hidden Mickey refers to a representation of the beloved rodent which is slyly incorporated into some aspect of a Disney ride or film. Meanwhile, you can check out her entire acceptance speech, including the very fun introduction by her best friend, Ryan Seacrest, in the video below. For the record, she and Consuelos have 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin. The couple tied the knot in 1996, a year before their All My Children characters, fresh off a kidnapping plot, managed to exchange vows. And of course, the couple gets to spend lots of time together as co-hosts of Live with Kelly and Mark. Among the other newly inducted Disney legends were actors Jamie Lee Curtis and Harrison Ford, composer John Williams, singer Miley Cyrus, Disney Imagineer Joe Rohde, and Muppet Master Frank Oz. Check out this massive photo album dedicated to the enduring history of the show Mark and Kelly once called home. All my children. The topic of food is always a fun one, especially on morning shows like Live with Kelly and Mark, where the hosts often share personal stories and preferences. But things took an unexpected and hilarious turn when Mark Consuelos was asked about his death row meal, a question that usually leads to some serious or indulgent answers. Instead, it became the setup for one of Kelly Ripa's most memorable roasts. As Mark began to describe his ideal last meal, complete with all his favorite dishes, Kelly couldn't resist poking fun at him. She quipped, "Are you assuming that your mother is the chef at Alcatraz?" The audience erupted in laughter, and it was clear that Kelly had nailed the moment with her perfect timing and wit. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been married for over 2 decades, and their relationship is one that many fans admire. Their ability to balance love, humor, and respect is evident both on screen and off. On Live, their dynamic is a key part of what makes the show so enjoyable. Whether they're sharing funny stories, giving each other a hard time, or simply enjoying each other's company, it's clear that they have a deep connection. Kelly and Mark's playful banter is one of the show's trademarks. It's not just about making jokes, it's about the trust and understanding they have for each other. They know how to push each other's buttons in a way that's endearing rather than hurtful, and that's something that comes from years of being together and truly knowing each other. In this particular moment, Kelly's joke about Mark's mom being the chef at Alcatraz wasn't just a funny quip. It was a nod to their shared history, their family, and the kind of playful teasing that's a big part of their relationship. The idea of a death row meal is one that has fascinated people for years. It's a question that invites reflection on indulgence, comfort, and personal preferences. What would you choose if it were your last meal? For some, it's a chance to think about their favorite foods, while for others, it's a more philosophical question about what truly brings them comfort. Mark Consuelos' answer wasn't just a list of foods, it was a window into his tastes, his background, and what he values. And that's part of what made Kelly's joke so perfect. By bringing his mother into the conversation, she turned what could have been a straightforward answer into a funny and relatable moment, connecting the idea of comfort food with family and nostalgia. Kelly's ability to take a simple question and turn it into something more is one of her strengths as a host. She knows how to keep the conversation light, engaging, and, most importantly, entertaining. And in this case, she used humor to add a new layer to the discussion, making it one of the highlights of the episode. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jaxcey N24. Thank you for watching.